Hey, you.
Hey. Oh, man. Oh, God, this is so comfy. I'm just gonna lie here and suffocate on my own vomit now.
I had a thing I wanted to tell you.
Uh-huh. This room sure looks different when it's spinning.
So, I was browsing through the used book ads in the paper when
Listen, Eileen, I'm totally excited about books right now, but
Wait, hear me out. So, I noticed this article about a war veteran from Conwell Springs who just died. I remembered that you used to live there and everything, and
oh, how I wish for joyful, blissful sleep.
and get this. His name was Joseph. Joseph Rain.
What did you just say?
You knew him, right? I knew it. I knew you'd know him.
I haven't seen him since I was a kid. A lifetime ago. Hey, wait a minute. I never told you where I grew up.
Oh, well, I might have sort of looked you up.
That is not cool, Eileen. Seriously.
I just couldn't help myself.
Well, one of these days you're gonna help yourself to a restraining order. I'm just telling you this as a friend.
I know. Well, anyway, you should know that the funeral is tomorrow.
Okay.
Are you gonna go?
I don't know. Good night, Eileen.
Good night, Kathy.
Oh, God, make it stop. Eileen's obnoxious alarm clock. The noise makes me want to stab myself with something dull. Looks like Eileen left a note for me here. Hi, Kat. Since it's such a long drive, I set the alarm so you won't miss the funeral. Thank me later. E. I'm so getting a new roommate. Well, I guess I should get going. I'm late enough as it is. We meet again, Mr. Bear. Don't give me that look. It's not my fault you ended up so close to my lighter. I think that movie is about a girl and a boy who hate each other at first and then they fall in love for no reason at all. Oh, wait, that's every romantic comedy ever. I'm fairly sure it's about some guy who falls in love with his golden retriever. That movie's not out yet. It's a promo poster Eileen got for being an extra. She tells everyone who walks in here the same joke. Spoiler alert, the boat sinks. The Thing, one of my favorite horror movies. My electric guitar. Got it cheap from a lesbian I met at a concert. Good times. Pulp Fiction. Love that flick. Just some random band poster. Helped me get rid of my last two roommates. Nah, it's no fun when there's no one around to annoy with it. Messy, just the way I like it. Nah, I just got up. Our room phone. It's got an external line. Just a phone. Not that I don't love the sound of my own voice, but... It's some advanced scanner thingy. It can scan pictures, tapes, all sorts of stuff. Eileen borrowed it from school. She takes a bunch of computer classes. I'm no geek, but I know how to use one. A computer, that is, not a geek. Color printer. Super fancy, apparently. A fact which Eileen loves to remind me of. Eileen's obnoxious... Eileen's schedule. There's a note for today. Set alarm clock for Kathy. Can't have her miss the funeral. Looks handcrafted. Probably something she made in woodworking class. Well, either her or one of her 12 siblings. Honestly, she can believe in what she wants as long as she doesn't try to shove it down my throat. Eileen makes her bed with surgical precision. Would be fun, but a bit too childish, even for me. Eileen's girly suitcase. There's a sticker on it with her full name, Eileen Mildred Summers. Mildred. Oh my God, I'm gonna get her for that. I wish I could wrap up that fact and save it for Christmas. Eileen's... We meet again. Makeup check, hair check, horrible mood and contempt for humanity check. Eileen's closet, filled to the brink with inherited clothes and Christian joy. I can certainly see the appeal of blindly rummaging through Eileen's clothes, but seriously, I've got better things to do. Well, here we are. God, I really need a smoke. Does anyone object? Guess not. Dead people rule. No time for that now. I'm late for the funeral. No time for that now. No time for that now. No time for... No time for that. No time for that now. No time for... No time for that. No time for that. It says price. A family mausoleum. The family must have been fairly rich. Those things don't come cheap. No reason to go in there.
We are gathered here today to honor a person of great integrity, a pillar of the community, and a decorated war hero. His name was Joseph Irving Rain. We all remember his warm heart, his compassion, and his eagerness to help others. His passing, while our loss, is surely heaven's gain. Now we entrust our brother Joseph to God's mercy. we commit his body to the ground, earth to earth, ashes to ashes, dust to dust, in sure and certain hope of the resurrection to eternal life through our Lord Jesus Christ, who will transform our frail bodies so they may be conformed to his glorious body, who died, was buried, and rose again for us. To him be glory forever. Amen.
Oh, Kathy, you big baby, just talk to her. The coffin is lowered, but the grave hasn't been filled up yet. Rest in peace, Grandpa. I wish things could have been different. Mary Elizabeth Rain, my grandmother on my father's side. Excuse me? Mrs. Rain?
Have we met, Anna? You look strangely familiar.
It's me. It's Catherine.
Catherine who?
You don't recognize me? I guess it's been a while. I might be a bit taller than you remember me.
Kathy? Bless my soul. Look at you, all grown up. Oh, how I wish Joseph could see you now, finally coming home.
Let's hope he can. Wherever he is.
A comforting thought, dear. Lord, how long has it been? 10 years? 15?
15 sounds about right. I was 6 when Mom took me away.
Goodness, we have some catching up to do then. I want to know everything. Listen, I'm not quite ready to leave yet, but why don't you join me at the house in half an hour?
Sure, I'd love to. I passed it on my way here. It shouldn't be too hard to find.
I'll see you soon then. I'm so glad you found your way back home. I can't wait for us to have a chance to talk.
Same here. See you in a bit. Conwell Springs. Looks smaller than I remember it. I never thought I'd return to this place. No reason to go in.
I'm sorry for your loss.
Thanks.
If you wish to find God, the Church of the Holy Trinity is always open to you.
Is that so?
Here, have a brochure. It's never too late to turn away from the path of sin.
And what makes you so sure I'm on a sinful path, Father? Wouldn't you say that prejudice is but a small step from the 7 big ones?
I simply meant that we are all sinful creatures, child. I hope to see you at the church.
Don't get your hopes up, buddy.
I'll pray for you. I wish you comfort in this time of grief.
Grandma, anybody home?
Oh, hello, dear. I was just wondering what took you so long.
Sorry, I couldn't resist taking that old wheelchair for a spin. Oh, don't give me that look. I put it back.
You haven't changed one bit. Always kidding around, just like when you were little. Come, have a seat. We have so much to talk about. So, now, tell me about your life in the city.
Oh, there's not much to tell. I'm going to school for journalism. It's my second year. I ride a motorcycle in case you missed it there out front.
Ah, that's right. Just like your father.
Yeah, I suppose.
I must ask, have you heard anything from your father? Anything at all?
No, nothing since he bailed way back then.
I expected as much. He disappeared without a trace. No matter, that's ancient history. How's Sharon, then?
Mom is... I had her committed to a place where she could get some real help. I just couldn't take it anymore.
I'm sorry to hear that. In spite of everything that happened when she took you away.
Yeah, about that. I'm sorry I didn't visit sooner, Grandma. Mom, she told me all these horrible lies about you and Grandpa. When I was old enough to understand what she was doing, I felt like it was much too late.
It wasn't your fault, dear. You were a child. I'm just happy that you're here now.
Me too. So, what about you? How have you been doing all these years?
I've been lonely ever since the accident. There's no denying that.
What accident?
Goodness gracious. Of course you don't know. She took you away before it all happened.
Don't know what.
I will never forget that dreadful day. August 16th, 1981. It was the middle of the night when Sheriff Truman knocked on our door. He had Joseph with him. I couldn't even recognize Joseph at first. All dirty and wet with an awful blank stare on his face, like his soul had been ripped from his body. Since that day, he never spoke a word. Forever confined to that blasted wheelchair.
Really? For all this time? I had no idea.
It came as a shock to all of us.
That's horrible, Grandma. I'm so sorry.
Thank you, dear.
Why do you think Grandpa suddenly left that night in '81?
I haven't the faintest idea. He acted very peculiar not long before it happened, disappearing for hours at a time. At first, I even suspected he was having an affair. When I asked him about it, he just said he was chasing old demons. Must have had something to do with the war.
Maybe it was post-traumatic stress disorder? Grandpa always had a hard time showing weakness.
I don't know, dear. I'm just speculating. I didn't think too much of it at the time. Joseph was a man of few words. I'm sure he just didn't wish to burden me with it, whatever it was.
What do the doctors have to say about Grandpa's condition?
Persistent vegetative state. That's what they call it. I've heard it all by now. One doctor said it was a stroke. Another claimed it was a seizure. The third hack tried to sell it off as a severe infection. It's all a load of tripe. I had an MRI performed on Joseph. It's one of those state-of-the-art head scans.
Yeah, I've heard of them.
Yes, well, according to the scan, his brain was completely intact. They thought it was a technical problem at the time, some kind of glitch, but the result was the same after 3 different scans on 3 different machines. Eventually, they had to confess that they simply had no credible explanation for the state he was in.
And this injury just happened to occur on the very same night he mysteriously disappears?
Indeed. I refuse to believe it was a coincidence.
What did Sheriff Truman have to say about the matter?
Not much. He said they simply found Joseph in that condition on the outskirts of town. The sheriff was convinced there was some kind of foul play involved, but the investigation turned up nothing. He later said that he was sorry, but that he was forced to close the case.
You know, I could try to find out more about this.
You're welcome to try, dear. Some kind of closure would mean the world to me.
Okay, I think I'll head over to the sheriff's station for a little chat then. Would be nice to witness police doing some actual police service for once.
Sure, you go ahead. Let me know if I can be of any more help.
I don't want to show her that. She'll just start worrying about me. I don't want to show her that. I don't want to show her that. What do you think about this church, Grandma?
They seem harmless to me, but they can be a bit pushy at times.
Huh, you could say that. Handing out pamphlets at funerals is in pretty bad taste.
Awfully strange behavior for a priest, I'll give you that.
Bye, Grandma. I'll be back later.
So long.
A robust piece of wooden furniture. I used to love digging through those drawers when I was a kid, looking for coins, buttons, and trinkets. Grandpa and me, we had this game where he would hide pennies around the house and I would go on a treasure hunt. Never in the attic, though. I thought it was too scary up there. Expensive-looking scotch. That thing has been standing there forever. Huh, it would be kind of funny to see her reaction, but no. Planes, planes, and more planes. Some woman dressed fancy. I'm not sure how I'm related to her, but she has my hair. That's my great-grandfather, Eric Wren. I never met him. They changed the spelling to Rain after he died, I think. Grandpa in his Air Force uniform looks to be in his early 20s. Planes, planes, and more planes. Planes, Nice leather chair. Freckles, the old farm cat, used to love that thing. There's nothing quite like the soothing sound of rain falling on a window. Grandma has prepared some tea for us. Nah, I'm more of a coffee gal. Mind if we talk for a bit, Grandma?
Not at all, dear. What's on your mind?
See you later, Grams.
Take care, dear.
An intricate toy airplane with moving parts. I remember playing with that. Grandpa had a whole collection of them. A decent-sized book collection. Most of them science or history related from the looks of it. Some kind of winter forest scene. I've always wondered if it's supposed to be Conwell Woods or not. These should come in handy when I need to make calls. It's a phone book, Conwell Springs County. I should be able to use this for looking up phone numbers of people or places in town. It's a photo of this very farm from way back. It says June 12, 1910 in the corner. A small table lamp. An old wheelchair, not too dusty, probably used recently. I wonder why Grandpa ended up in that thing. It was a joke, you know. Cute red horse. It's some old Swedish thing, I think. This paint looks fresh. Grandma must have had this restored recently. A mere single pair of boots on display. Boy, do we live in different worlds. Nice black leather coat. Right up my alley. There's nothing quite like the soothing sound of a lamp on the ceiling. Nothing special about it. Dog fighting. Grandpa used to love that stuff. I shouldn't overstay my welcome. I shouldn't over... Not their peak hours, it seems. Land of the free.
Hey, Sheriff, what's the deal with that bum?
What bum?
The one in the cell.
A bunch of cops lining up for a photo.
Well, shit.
A medieval fortress near an ocean, probably supposed to be somewhere in Europe. A medieval fortress near an ocean, probably supposed to be somewhere in Europe. Various notices and a wanted poster. Fax machines, the pinnacle of modern technology. Might be something useful in there. I think he'd object.
How's the paperwork coming along, Lenny?
Okay, I guess. Maybe halfway through.
That's no good. We're gonna have to cancel lunch today.
It's that cop's
Again?
phone.
Oh,
Might be
man.
useful somehow.
Your motivation shouldn't be limited by your growling stomach, Lenny.
Hey, do you mind if I use this phone here?
Sorry, that's not allowed.
Lots of police reports, organized alphabetically by the looks of it. I would, but I can't do that when he's right there. Maybe I can distract him somehow. Not sure where those doors lead. Might be worth checking out later. I should focus on just talking to the cops for now. Maybe in a bit.
Lenny, I need you to do something.
Some young cop.
How can I help,
Looks
boss?
a bit familiar.
It's my mother's birthday this weekend. You'll have to get her a gift.
Gift? Like what?
Hi.
Hello.
Do I have to commit a crime to get your attention? Because I seriously will.
Ma'am, I'm really quite busy at the moment. Hey, wait. I know you.
I'm pretty sure you don't.
Yes, I do. You're Kathy. Kathy Rain.
My reputation precedes me, in a kind of but not totally creepy way.
Aw, come on. It's me, Lenny. Lenny Marks.
Oh, right, Lenny. Long time no see, buddy.
Ain't that the truth? I suppose you came to town for the funeral?
Yep, that's right.
Sorry for your loss. Joseph was a great guy before, well, you know.
Yeah, he really was.
So, anyway, what can I do for you today?
I wanted to ask if you know anything about my grandfather's accident.
I really don't know much beyond the rumors. The sheriff may have more information, but even he probably doesn't know anything that isn't in the report. It happened before either of us worked here.
Okay, I think I'll have a chat with the sheriff then.
Sure thing. His office is to your right.
I don't want to show him that. Yeah, that won't get me into trouble at all. I don't want to show him that. I don't want to. What's your opinion on this church?
I think it's a nice enough church. Why?
I don't know. The priest seemed odd. Kinda pushy.
Yeah, I get your point. But I know the guy. He's harmless.
If you say so. Well, gotta go.
See ya.
I guess somebody's a winner. Tons of miscellaneous files. I don't see anything labeled as police reports, so those must be elsewhere. A photo of the sheriff shaking hands with some bald guy in a suit. Probably the mayor. It's always the mayor. Just some photo. I can't see it clearly from here. A gold medal
Hey,
of some
Sheriff?
kind.
What's the deal with that bum?
What bum?
The one in the cell.
Just some photo. I can't see it. A gold medal. Just some photo. I can't see it. Just some photo. Hello, Sheriff. Do you have a moment?
Not really. Make it quick.
What's your opinion on this church?
It's a fine church. I go there myself every Sunday.
I don't want to. Yeah. I don't want to. Do you know what happened to Joseph Rain in '81?
He had a stroke in the woods. That's what happened.
If that's all there is, why would Sheriff Truman open an investigation?
It was just standard procedure. A general occurrence report always has to be filed.
I see. Did you know him at all?
No, I haven't been in town for long. Man sure has one hell of a reputation, though. It's been over a decade since he was put in that wheelchair, and people still talk about the man he used to be. It's like he was a cult leader or something.
Sounds like a conspiracy theory to me.
Could be, but you know what they say. Things too good to be true usually are.
Could I have a look at that report?
Absolutely not. They're official police documents.
Why not? I thought filed police reports are public record.
Not in this state, they ain't.
But I'm family. Doesn't that count for something?
You consider yourself family? I've never even seen you before in this town.
It's complicated.
Guess what's complicated? Not to mention illegal. Handing out evidence to anyone who asks for it.
Aw, come on, Sheriff. What's the big deal? It was a long time ago. It would make this girl very, very happy.
Are you trying to use flirtation on an officer of the law? Well, that shit may work on numbnuts like Lenny, but I got work to do.
Lenny, a little help here? Don't you agree that he's taking by the book too far?
Well, boss, she is his granddaughter, really. I don't think it's any...
Don't you think I know that? There are rules. Am I the only one in here who cares about the law?
Too much coffee? Try not to pop a vein.
You want to see the inside of a cell?
Oh, cuff me, officer. Spare me the torment of your rhetorical questions and veiled threats.
Just follow the rules like everyone else. I've had enough of this nonsense.
Fine. That must be the sheriff. He looks grumpy.
How's the paperwork coming along, Lenny?
Hello, Sheriff. Mind if I ask you?
If you...
That's all for now.
Good.
Hey, Lenny.
Hello, Kathy. What's up?
Hey, I need to see the police report from '81 when my grandfather was found by the old sheriff.
I'd love to help, Kathy. The files are right here behind me. But you better check with the sheriff first.
Okay, I'll do that. Well, gotta go.
See ya.
Looks like talking isn't gonna help me get that report. I'll have to take matters into my own hands. I wonder what's behind those doors.
Lenny, I need you to do something.
How can I help, boss?
It's my mother's birthday this weekend. You'll have to
A jail cell. Looks cramped. A jail cell. If I ever feel the urge to clean, I'll know where to go. Huh, very funny. Huh, very. Looks like an incarcerated bum. Hey,
What? I can't hear you.
what a tiny TV.
Thanks. That was getting annoying.
Hey,
Hi there.
so, why'd they put you in that cell?
It's all just a big misunderstanding.
Is that so?
Yeah, I didn't mean to steal anything. I was just using my pockets to move the beer to the checkout.
That's the worst excuse I have ever heard.
For your information, I happen to have a deadly fear of shopping carts.
I take my last statement back. This excuse is even worse.
Hey, it wasn't your father who was killed by a shopping cart when you were 8.
I sure hope not.
To be fair, mine wasn't either. It was just Uncle Bob. But that doesn't mean it was any less traumatic, mind you. To this day, I still get nervous breakdowns in grocery stores.
I think I've heard enough, buddy.
You're right. We should stop before the flashbacks begin.
You need to keep the blonde cop out there busy for a while.
I do?
$10 says you do.
I'd say my services in this matter are worth at least $20.
9,
15.
8,
Fine, 10.
7.
Deal.
Good.
So, what am I doing again?
Distract that young cop in the lobby. I don't care how you do it, as long as you keep him occupied for a while.
Okay then, let me know when.
Will do. No wanted posters. I'm disappointed. An axe, a sledgehammer, and some other heavy tools. Brilliant idea to leave those lying around next to evidence lockers and locked cells. Too heavy to carry around and too noisy to use in here without getting caught. They look sturdy enough. Wouldn't be able to break them open without taking my time and making a lot of noise. If I ever need to find evidence, I'll know where to look. I'll need a key. Just a bunch of boxes filled with office supplies. A computer monitor. Probably recovered stolen goods. There's no way small-town cops would be that up to date with the modern world.
Hey, the jail is off limits. You shouldn't be in there.
Oh, sorry. I just heard someone yelling. I think that guy in the cell needs some help.
Ah, what now?
Okay, I have to make this quick. Lots of... Okay, let's have a look. I'm gonna have to get my hands on that recorder. Okay, let's find the key to locker number 5. Got it.
Hey, Sheriff, what's the deal with that bum?
What bum?
Hey,
Hi there.
okay,
See ya.
all right, got it.
to self. Remember, the perfect bouquet consists of 3 red roses, a blue violet, and 2 yellow tulips. I've been working on my research in the attic at night. I just don't want her to worry. She has enough to think about with everything that's been going on lately. With Sharon and Kathy. Anyway, I'm getting closer to finding the source. I have a theory, but I need help. I'm gonna have to involve somebody else.
Nah, no need to record anything right now.
I just don't want her to worry. She has enough to think about with it.
That action doesn't seem... I would, but I can't do that when he's right there. Maybe I can distract him somehow. Hey, Lenny.
Hello, Kathy. What's up?
Nah, I don't want to ask. Well, gotta go.
See ya.
Tons of miscellaneous files. I don't see anything labeled as police reports, so those must be elsewhere. Hello, Sheriff. Mind if I ask you a few more questions?
If you must.
I don't need to ask him that. Sure, I'll show him the police report I stole from under his nose. That's a great idea. I don't want to show him. That's all for now.
Good.
Tons of miscellaneous files.
Laney, I need you to do something.
How can I help, boss?
It's my mother's birthday this weekend. You'll have to get her.
Oh, hello, dear.
Mind if we talk for a bit, Grandma?
Not at all, dear. What's on your mind?
Would you mind if I took a look in the attic?
I suppose it would do no harm. Come with me.
Thanks, Grandma.
You're welcome, dear. Be careful now.
The bulb looks burned out. I'll have to replace it. Nothing. The bulb must be burned out. Nah, it's drafty in here and almost out of fuel. Gonna need it for my smokes. Not a horrible idea, but I can't reach it. Besides, that light bulb looks like it wouldn't fit. I wonder why Grandpa and... It was a joke, you know. Free light bulb. Score! The bulb looks burned out. Standard light bulb. Looks intact and good to go. Either this was a case of sudden kleptomania, or I actually have a good use for this thing. There we go. Mr. Bear! How did you get all the way up there? Good idea. You just keep watch. I'll do the searching. Various books and office supplies. Nothing in particular catches the eye. It looks like someone was doing geometry. I can't make much sense of it. An old typewriter covered in cobwebs. Just some old bills. Nothing interesting. Might be something useful in there. Nothing. A thick book about math. Decades-old coffee. Lovely. Yeah, I'm good, thanks. A leather briefcase sealed by a combination lock. Nope, that's not it. Yeah, that would have been too easy. I doubt the book alone is enough to solve this. I don't see how those things work together. That action does... I don't see how the... That action does...
Note to self. Remember, the perfect bouquet consists of 3 red roses, a blue violet, and 2 yellow tulips.
Yes! A thick yellow envelope. Nah, nothing else. It's the envelope I found in the briefcase. Let's see what's in here. There were 2 pictures, a newspaper clipping, a key, and a tape inside. Looks overexposed. I can't make much out. I think I see trees in the background, but most of the picture is just bright white. There's probably some way to enhance this back at school. I'll figure it out tomorrow when I'm back. Grandpa in uniform with 2 other men. Something is handwritten on the back. Flight training, McConnell Air Force Base, 1941. Tragic drowning in Conwell Springs. In early morning on Sunday the 14th, a teenage girl found dead near Conwell Lake. The girl is survived by her mother, father, and younger brother. The funeral service will be held at Conwell Cemetery on the 21st of July. The notice is dated July 15th, 1975. Tragic story. I wonder why Grandpa saved this. A worn office chair on wheels. I'm feeling a sudden urge to do a race. It's a small key, fairly modern design. No identifying tag, unfortunately. I wonder what this unlocks. I've already searched that.
You've reached the Rain residence. Leave a message after the beep. Hello, Joseph, Mrs. Rain. It's me, Charles. I thought I'd give you a call. Erica just had her firstborn. It's a boy. Thankfully, he looks nothing like his father. Listen, I was thinking maybe you'd like to come and visit. And what about your little Kathy? Maybe she wants to see the baby. Well, anyways, I hope to see you soon. All the best. Bye.
You people make me sick. We're never coming back. Don't call, don't write. If you ever try to contact us, I will call the police.
Joseph, you there? It's me, Cocky. It happened to me too. And I'm not going to tell any of those bastards. They got it all wrong. You're the only one I trust now. Just call me back as soon as you can.
I wonder who this Cocky is. That combination, I don't see how.
Oh, hello, dear.
Mind if we talk for a bit, Grandma?
Not at all, dear. What's on your mind?
Can you tell me anything about McConnell Air Force Base?
It's not very far from Conwell Springs. Joseph was stationed there for some time during the war. I believe they're still training young pilots there today.
So, when did Grandpa enlist in the Air Force?
Oh, it was barely past the honeymoon when Joseph left to fight in that terrible war, together with his best friend Charles and my brother Andrew. Those were nerve-wracking years. I was so worried I thought I would burst. Every short visit from Joseph was a joy, but he kept going back to the front, to my great dismay. When I told Joseph about being pregnant with your father, he finally realized that enough was enough. He had done his duty. Shortly thereafter, he returned to a quiet farmer's life in this very house, helping your great-grandfather with the crops until he passed.
Do you know anything about a young girl drowning around here?
Oh, yes. It was the saddest thing. She was only 16. We never really knew the family. They preferred to keep to themselves.
Do you remember the name of the girl or her family?
I'm awfully sorry, dear. I just can't recall.
That's okay, Grandma. I was just wondering why Grandpa would have wanted to save this.
Joseph was always affected by the tragedy of others. Perhaps he wanted to do something for the family. In any case, he didn't speak to me about it.
Does the nickname Cocky mean anything to you?
Sounds vaguely familiar. It reminds me of the aviator call signs Joseph and his friends gave one another. Joseph was vigilante. I can't count the number of times he got into trouble for breaking the rules. To this day, I have no idea how he always managed to land on his feet.
Must be hereditary, given the things I've gotten away with. Every time I wake up, I am genuinely surprised that I'm not in jail.
I'm sure it's not that bad, dear.
But to get back to the subject, you don't have any idea of who this Cocky is?
I'm afraid not, but the Air Force might be a good place to start.
I don't see a reason to ask. Do you recognize this key, Grandma? I found it in the attic.
I'm afraid not, dear.
Do you know anything about this story, Grandma?
Not much, dear. It was the saddest thing. The girl was only 16 years old. We never really knew the family. They preferred to keep to themselves.
Do you remember their names?
Let me think. I'm awfully sorry, dear. I just can't recall.
That's quite all right, Grandma. I was just wondering why Grandpa would have wanted to save.
Joseph was always deeply affected. In any case, he...
Okay. Look at this photo I found in the locked briefcase.
Goodness, I haven't seen that picture in years. This was taken when Joseph was stationed at McConnell Air Force Base. That's him right there on the left.
What about the other two?
I don't remember the name of the smiling man in the back. The gentleman on the right was Joseph's best friend, Charles Wade.
What can you tell me about Charles Wade?
Well, I do know he has made quite a name for himself since he and Joseph went to war together. Apparently, he came up with some brilliant piece of engineering for the airplanes. They use it everywhere now.
Any idea how to get in touch with him?
I'm afraid not, dear. I haven't seen him for years. He and Joseph grew apart before you were born.
Any particular reason for that?
Oh, not that I know of.
Brams, can you tell me anything about this picture?
It looks awfully bright. Perhaps something was wrong with the camera.
Yeah, maybe. I should try to figure something out tomorrow at the university. I found this book in the attic. Recognize it?
Oh, yes. I bought it for Joseph's birthday once. He was always fascinated by numbers. He believed that math could explain everything in this world.
He was a man of science. There's no denying that. I don't think we need to discuss. Hey, Grandma, do you recognize this tape recorder?
Oh, yes, Mr. Dicto. Joseph used to carry that thing with him everywhere. He could be absent-minded at times. It helped him remember things.
I got the dictaphone already. I don't think there's anything. Well, gotta go, Gramps. Talk to you later.
Bye, Kathy.
That doesn't need unlocking. I used to love digging through those drawers when I was a kid. Little Grandpa and me, we had this game where he would hide pennies around the house and I would go on a treasure hunt. Never in the attic, though. I thought it was too scary up there. That doesn't need unlocking. That doesn't need unlocking.